Alright, we have another Lord Bolton game. So this is about 1500 elo, and this is going to be full Janissary play from Bolton. I love some Janissaries. They just go pop, 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 pop. And then I started blasting them in Imperial Age. A big ball of Janissaries is no joke. I absolutely do love them. But you can't just go fast imp. You have to invest into some military to keep yourself safe. So I really want to see how Bolton does this at 1500 elo. Meanwhile, Deagle is playing in the green, and he is playing as the Aztecs. I wonder what Deagle is going to go for in this particular situation. Considering he's Aztecs, he's going to have to put a lot of pressure on Bolton before Bolton gets to his ultimate composition. Let's take a quick look at his eco. Okay, so 3 on wood after 6 on food. Next one to boar. Pretty standard stuff. Construct a house. Construct a mill. Alright, everything looks to be pretty efficient at this point. Now, it's very important to note that if you are this... Oh, okay, interesting. So he actually went for an additional 2 onto wood. I think that's maybe for a barracks or maybe for an additional lumber camp. Ooh, that's a pretty awkward lumber camp. I guess he has to go over here or over here if he wants to get additional lumber. Where's this woman going to? Okay, so he does opt for this lumber line over here. So a total of 6 on wood. Then he goes up to feudal. I mean, you have to adapt a whole bunch depending on what your opponent does. Ooh, talking about what your opponent does. What is this over here? This one scout trying to keep this drush at bay. I wonder if he's... Okay, so he has a barracks over here. If he's going to go for a defensive drush at home, or if he's just going to go feudal and then go for archers, or I guess with Turks you could also go scouts. Scouts is probably pretty strong, especially since they get that +1 pierce armor. Ooh, not the most efficient sheep taking over here, but ooh, try to... Just got by, barely garrisoned over here, and that's a little bit awkward now, especially for that woman over here. She has to retreat, and a drush is very interesting because a drush, the villager is actually just as strong as the militia for attack. Oh, okay, the militia is a little bit stronger than the villager, but not by much. Especially if you have a big group, like 5 over here, you could easily fight that. And this drush is just going to be as annoying as possible, allowing Deagle to go for some full walls at home. Now, since Deagle is playing Aztecs, I'm trying to think what he would go into, and I think it's probably, especially at this elo, it's probably siege, monk, push at this point. 2 scouts now from Bolton, so that does mean he went for scouts. And I think he's waiting to clean this up. Can he get an engage over here? I think he's waiting for his villagers to engage and then swoop in. Yeah, okay. And now swoop in with the scouts as they run away. And those villagers get extra hits in as well. Ooh. Oh my gosh, the micro on that one. Oh, help out with the vills. Oh, could have actually helped out with the vills. That would have been cool as well. Now he has 2 super weak scouts. Meanwhile, both players are making it to feudal age. I know I said this was full Janissary play, but at this elo, you can't really just go for Janissaries, as another scout is actually created. But look at how much value Bolton is getting out of these scouts. He's had a total of 2 scouts produced. That's it. One of those scouts is his starting scout, and now he's going to come in for some harassment over here. Now, given this isn't going to do a whole bunch, but maybe it could get green to build a whole bunch of spearmen, for example, thinking that Lord Bolton is going to fully commit into scouts when he's not planning to fully commit into scouts. He's planning to commit into Janissaries a little bit later on. Just trying to make a hole happen. I don't think that's going to happen too much. And are we going to see any defensive... Oh, wow. 3 defensive spearmen? And then, God, just run them around. just run him around. So now that he knows that the spearmen are out, this indicates to Bolton, at least this is what I believe, that something is probably going to be coming forward at some point. Because when you send your villagers forward, especially when scouts are on the prowl, you want to have them well protected by spearmen, especially when your opponent has scouts there, right? So Bolton has the map control in this particular situation. Oh, is he going to find that villager? Oh, no way. That is very, very favorable. Can he snipe that vill? Oh, he has to run away. And that woman actually got a kill on that scout. And he's just trying to delay at this point. Just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Trying to snipe that villager, I suppose. Trying to delay this this forward push as much as possible. How many spearmen is Green going to make here? Jesus. 2, 4. Oh, dip, dive, duck, and dodge over there. Oh, I love this so much. What play? Okay, there's a siege workshop. He's going to try and snipe this villager. I know Bolton. He's not going to let this villager go. Why would he? Meanwhile, no additional military has been... This forward, backward motion. Okay, pull them away. And now that they're pulled away, run around and snipe, snipe, snipe. Go, 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 go. Oh, he's got it. Oh, like a... Oh! No, he didn't get it. Oh, man, that's a bummer. He was so close to getting that villager. I'm really curious now if he's going to get it. Meanwhile, Bolton is on the way to Castle Age. And it looks like 4 on stone I saw up here. So that indicates that he does want to construct that castle relatively quickly. I think if you want to construct the castle as soon as you hit castle, it's going to be like 7 or 8 on stone to make sure that you have 650. Is he going to come in? Twink! Oh, he got it in the end, but it just cost that scout its life. I think that was still well worth it. Scorpions. Okay, Scorpions maybe expecting some archers because he invested too heavily into spears. And he's going for the standard Aztec siege push in this particular situation. Okay, I like the siege workshop over here. Should be able to defend with that. An additional TC to try and protect. And let's see how this this plays out. Ram. I like the Ram edition, but the Ram edition only works if you can maintain control over here. The total vill count is slowly going into Bolton's favor. Oh, and that's a wasted mango. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Though that being said, still getting a bunch of value out. Yeah, you need to garrison more of these villagers over here. Getting a bunch of value out of this TC, killing a whole bunch of those pikemen. It's not like he has knights out or even a stable at this point, so those pikemen aren't going to be doing a ton. Green should definitely be transitioning more into eagles at this point, probably expecting archers if you haven't seen any knights yet. Ooh, and this is definitely a 1 TC push from Green, yeah. So Deagle over here is going for the monk siege push. Now Aztec munch. Munch. You know those munch? They have the big hats and the feathers and stuff and the stick. Yeah, those munches are scary, man. Because Aztec munches, they get additional HP based on how many techs you have researched. That's why the monk siege push is a thing. A lot of eagles behind this push. Don't blame them at all. The castle is now going to be constructed, and I think we're going to see Janissary production starting really, really quickly. Oh, interesting. These 2 mangoes are kind of exposed. Yeah, I would definitely be taking those down with the eagles over here. And run, and 1 Janissary. Hold the line! Hold the line! Oh, man. Awkward stuff over here. Also, these eagles have 4 pierce defense, so that's pretty reasonable, especially since only fletching is in on this TC, so 3 damage on each shot, not the worst. Eagles are very, very notorious for dealing with archers, but now the Janissary numbers are starting to accumulate. Green's still well ahead, but is falling behind in the villager count. Needs to make damage happen now, and with a castle here, I don't think he can. I think this is really good defense. Ooh, trying to get that conversion, doesn't quite get it. Yeah, I think that overall this was really good defense from Bolton. Let's see how this push progresses, but it looks like it has stalled out almost completely. Okay, Eagle's going over on this side. I'm not opposed to that. If he can break through over here, that would be wonderful. There's an overchop. There's an overchop. Oh, you gotta click these Eagles past the wall, see if you can get in. There's a total overchop over here. Could have gotten those Eagles in, and that would have been detrimental. I don't know. I like the position of this castle. The more I look at it, it protects the main gold very well. Also, on the front, these two TCs protect, and it actually overlaps as well. Eagles can take arrow fire very, very well. Although it is a bit of an oversight that Bolton didn't see that. Yeah, this is open. You need to, yeah. What? What? Okay, sure. That's one way to close it, and there's still a hole over here, Bolton. So that's a little bit of a shame, but overall, there's so much stuff going on. I would have definitely missed that as well. Green's definitely missing it. He's focusing on this forward push, and ooh, 1 for 1. Not bad at all, especially if you have more eco behind. Oh, it looks like this. Yeah. Looks like he's going to go for a big one over here, but oh my god. This is so fun to watch. And then we started blasting him. Boom, 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 boom. And he's trying to push in over here, but he's just going to be running into TC and Castle Fire. There's no pushing in on this side. You need to find another avenue. Oh, that pikeman just straight blasted in the face. Oh, this is kind of interesting as well. They kind of switched monasteries over here. This one Janissary is having the time of his life. He's like, oh, that's a pretty big target. We'll just keep shooting those pikemen. So many resources wasted. Reconstructing that monastery even over here. And thank you very much for those free kills, says Bolton. 21-8 now, the KD. And I think this is, at this point, Bolton's game to lose. I know that the score is still in Deagle's favor, but the Aztec Siege Monk push has stopped. And I think at this point, the number of Janissaries is just going to be able to start blasting absolutely everything, clearing out this front, and once this front is cleared out, that's going to be able to, you know, push through into Green's base. Did Green actually start adding eco behind this? Okay, he finally added a second TC, realizing that his push has stalled, but that's not really the time that you want to add eco behind. You want to add eco behind when you've won a fight, but this is kind of desperation at this point. Look how fast that swung into Bolton's favor. University, forward University. You want to show the opponent that you are educated. 24 Janissaries and 24 Eagles. I'm going to give that one to the Janissaries every single day of the week. More of these barracks is going down. Less production. Ooh, can these Eagles actually get in? Oh, he found the overchop, so that's very, very favorable. And he definitely needs to do damage. Eagles are like that, though. Oh, no way. F. Bolton must be thinking F at this point. I had this game in the bank, and now there's Eagles all over my base. I didn't even see that hole. I thought he'd actually closed the holes off. I guess what I said before, when these holes were so open, was kind of caster's curse, I suppose. Oh, if he can close... Oh, yeah, I think he closed the gap. I think he actually managed to build a palisade over here. Oh, that's actually... This was all just a debate. This was all a debate. Oh, it was brilliant. I mean, I knew that he had this the whole time. There was no doubt in my mind that these Eagles would do anything. I knew he wanted them to come in here. Actually, that's kind of a thing. I mean, obviously in this particular situation, it wasn't intentional. But going into your opponent's base can actually be very, very risky. And now getting another castle up, adding to the overall production of buildings. And I don't think he definitely needs to wall this again. I don't think there is enough eco for Green to get back into this game. It's 104 villagers to 60. Both players are going to be hitting Imp around the same time. But here's the big thing. Lord Bolton can protect his trebs very easily with his Janissaries, whereas Deagle is going to be having a very tough time protecting his trebs with the eagles. The reason that I say that is because you could run in, snipe, boom, and you can kind of sit behind very easily in Bolton's position if you are winning that fight. Ooh, what's going on over here? Hussar raids. Oh man, this guy is everywhere. Oh, sniped a monk. That's 100 gold right there. Has to come back for the Hussar raids. And doink. Hussars are so good. You get the free upgrades as Turks as well, so there's no actual upgrades on these, which is awesome. It's just really cool. I like Turks a lot. Meanwhile, the Treb War has begun. Masonry, it's not going to be completed, is it? Nope. But we wanted to show how smart we were. Now, ARBs are coming in, but the ARB numbers aren't quite here in comparison to the number of Janissaries. Gunpowder galore, bombard cannons taking down these Trebs. The range is definitely in Bolton's favor. Can he push this game home at this point? I'm going to go with probably. Ooh. Mangonels are getting thrown away though a little bit. Awkward. Want to hold the line here, but you also... Oh my god, the reload on that takes forever. Takes so long to reload, but once you do get a shot off, especially from this range, it's just wipe-a-roni. And now you can push forward again. I think ARBs is a pretty good counter against Janissaries, but there's just simply so many Janissaries over here that that's not going to do anything. Yeah, absolutely murking these. I mean, he's still getting relatively efficient trades over here. Green, that is. But once these Hussars come, it's kind of like a meat shield. It's going to make everything more difficult. And yeah, it doesn't look like Green can actually get the numbers required to push this back. One eagle being really annoying in the back. I actually would love to see more eagle raids, especially on this side. Yeah, there's so much damage that can be done over here. And look how quickly a villager absolutely melts to eagles. If there was any eco behind from Green that he could send back there, that would be huge. Oh, even getting some shots in on these ARBs is huge as well. One Pierce armor, great. Now getting the defense on them, but it's too late. The GG is called, and this is going to be fully pushed back, and Green was soon to be overrun. I love myself some good Aztec siege monk push, and I do love myself some Janissary play as well. Really well played from both players in this particular situation. I thought for sure this little hole over here, because that has happened to me so many times, where I'm winning against an Aztec player or Mayans player or Mesociv player, Incas, and all of a sudden they sneak like 5 or 10 eagles into my base. I guess this was like 21, but they sneak some eagles into my base and then just absolutely destroy my eco. But very good recognition from Lord Bolton to patch up that hole, to bring back his Janissaries, and to kill as much as he possibly could there. Very, very well played. Let's take a quick look at the statistics. 81 kills. And so we got the Castle Age, and then we just started blasting them. Janissaries get even sicker if you manage to get into Imperial Age, which this game obviously did. But even in Castle Age, the numbers were there for Bolton. You can really see once he hits that Castle Age mark and he starts increasing those numbers, it gets absolutely insane. Why was there? Oh, okay, this is a big difference because of the drush that was produced. Interesting. Timeline doesn't say everything, guys. Anyway, thanks for walking. I hope you appreciated this full Janissary play at 1500 elo with a couple of scouts and hussars spammed into the mix. Remember, guys, keep walking.